Dr. Joseph Farrell ventures into a shadowy world where science, espionage, and conspiracy intertwine in his book, The SS Brotherhood of the Bell, the Nazis' incredible secret technology. In this world, the legacy of Nazi scientists casts a long and troubling shadow over the United States and beyond. Let's start with a chilling revelation. The methods and philosophies that Nazi scientists brought with them to the United States after World War II led to serious breaches of U.S. security. Even more unthinkable, American soldiers were used as research subjects in ways eerily reminiscent of the horrors inflicted on concentration camp prisoners during the war. Now, you might be wondering how this happened. Well, it all began with Operation Paperclip, a covert program that brought over 1,600 German scientists to the U.S. after the war. Among them were key figures from the Nazi rocket program, like Wernher von Braun and Walter Dornberger. But their arrival wasn't without controversy. James Webb, NASA's second administrator, was deeply concerned about the Germans' influence. He complained that they were circumventing the system, attempting to build the Saturn V rocket in-house at the Marshall Space Flight Center. Rocco Petrone, who became the Marshall director in 1973, echoed Webb's concerns, stating that the group needed to be more tightly controlled. But the story of Nazi scientists in America is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's rewind to January 4th, 1945, when U.S. General George S. Patton wrote a startling entry in his war diary. "We can still lose this war." This was a shocking statement, considering the German Ardennes offensive, known as the Battle of the Bulge, was nearing its end, and the Allies were poised for victory. So, why was Patton so concerned? The standard explanation for the German offensive was to break through American lines, seize the port of Antwerp, and cut off British supply lines. But British author Geoffrey Brooks suggests a deeper, more sinister motive. He points to an order placed in German shipyards for 24 500-ton submersible barges capable of transporting and launching V-2 rockets. These barges could reach London from Antwerp. But Brooks argues that the real goal was more than just resuming the V-2 bombardment. Brooks believes the Germans were preparing a rocket surprise that could have changed the course of the war. He cites Lieutenant General Donald Putt, who stated after the war that the Germans had V-2s with atomic explosive warheads. This revelation suggests that the Nazis were far closer to deploying nuclear weapons than previously thought, and it explains Patton's grave concerns. But the intrigue doesn't end there. The Nazis were also developing other terrifying weapons. For instance, the Type XXI U-boat, with its advanced propulsion system and ability to remain submerged for long periods, posed a significant threat to Allied naval forces. And then, there was the Focke-Wulf Triebflugel, a vertical takeoff and landing jet fighter that could have given the Luftwaffe a decisive edge in the skies. Moreover, the Nazis were exploring exotic technologies like the death ray and the anti-missile ray, conducting research in places like Vienna and Heidelberg. These projects, shrouded in secrecy, hint at a level of scientific ambition that was both groundbreaking and terrifying. Project Lusty, a U.S. intelligence operation, uncovered a treasure trove of Nazi scientific documents, including secret patents and research on advanced weapons. This discovery raises a crucial question. Did the Americans simply stumble upon this information, or were they led to it by insiders within the Nazi regime? The answer may lie in the actions of SS General Hans Kammler, who disappeared at the end of the war. Kammler was in charge of the Nazis' most advanced weapons projects, including the Bell, a device of such significance that it was classified as decisive for the war. The Bell's true nature remains a mystery, but it was rumored to have extraordinary capabilities, including anti-gravity effects and the potential for devastating destruction. The story of the Bell is intertwined with the work of physicist Walter Gerlach, who was involved in the project and later became the head of Nazi Germany's atomic bomb program. Gerlach's post-war silence on the subject of the Bell and his refusal to discuss his wartime research with U.S. authorities suggests that he was privy to secrets that were too dangerous to reveal. But what was the Bell really? Some researchers believe it was a prototype for a new type of propulsion system, while others speculate that it was a weapon of mass destruction. the truth may lie somewhere in between. The Bell's design, involving counter-rotating cylinders filled with a mysterious substance called Xerum 525, suggests that the Nazis were experimenting with advanced physics concepts, possibly tapping into the zero-point energy of the vacuum. The implications of the Bell are staggering. If the Nazis had succeeded in harnessing this technology, they could have revolutionized warfare and altered the course of history. But the question remains, where did this technology come from? Was it the product of Nazi ingenuity, or did it have other origins? Some researchers, like William Line, argue that the Nazis were influenced by the work of Nikola Tesla, whose ideas on electromagnetism and energy manipulation were far ahead of their time. Line suggests that the Nazis may have continued Tesla's research in secret, developing technologies that were later confiscated by the U.S. government and hidden from the public. Others, like Jan van Helsing, propose that the Nazis were guided by secret societies with esoteric beliefs and connections to ancient knowledge. According to Van Helsing, these societies believed in the existence of a superior race with extraterrestrial origins, and they sought to develop technologies that would allow them to reclaim their lost heritage. The story of the Bell and the broader narrative of Nazi secret weapons research raise profound questions about the nature of scientific progress and the ethical implications of technological advancement. It also highlights the dangers of unchecked power and the potential for abuse when science is harnessed for nefarious purposes. While some of the Nazi scientists behind these secret weapons made significant contributions to the U.S. space program, their past affiliations and the moral compromises made in the name of scientific progress continue to haunt us. This has been a BrightLearn video from BrightLearn.ai on the book The SS Brotherhood of the Bell, The Nazis' Incredible Secret Technology by Dr. Joseph Farrell. Visit BrightLearn.ai for more fascinating videos like this one, and visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage and breaking news on critical stories that keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.